In the 1980s, Chicago became one of the most strategically important hubs for cocaine trafficking in the United States. And at the center of that underground empire stood the Chicago Outfit, an organization with decades of criminal sophistication, political connections, and a reputation for silent, disciplined violence. While the Colombian cartels supplied the product, it was the outfit that controlled the streets, the distribution, the protection, and the high-level logistics that allowed cocaine to flow through the Midwest with near-military precision. Using the same structures that once powered prohibition, bootlegging, and gambling operations, the outfit transformed warehouses, trucking companies, union-controlled shipping depots, and neighborhood bars into nodes of a hidden pipeline where tons of cocaine quietly passed through unmarked vans, refrigerated trucks, and delivery routes disguised as ordinary business operations. Their influence over the Teamsters Union played a key role, giving them access to long-haul drivers who could move cocaine from Miami, Houston, or the Southwest straight into Illinois and neighboring states without raising suspicion. Even airlines, courier services, and private airstrips outside Chicago were quietly infiltrated, allowing the outfit to receive shipments that bypassed normal customs channels entirely. Once the product entered Chicago, it was broken down by outfit-controlled distributors who pushed it into the city's south side, the west side, and into suburban markets where demand was exploding. Street gangs became dependent on the outfit, not just for supply but for survival, because any group that dared operate without permission faced severe consequences: beatings, bombings, disappearances, or sudden silent executions, carried out by men who specialized in making bodies vanish forever. The outfit rarely carried out public violence. Instead, their retaliation was calculated and invisible, leaving no evidence, no witnesses, and no trace. Their history of corruption allowed them to operate with confidence. Police officers were paid to ignore suspicious activity, politicians were pressured into silence, and judges occasionally found themselves influenced when cases threatened to expose too much of the network. Cocaine profits flooded outfit bank accounts, laundered through casinos in Las Vegas, construction companies, nightlife venues, strip clubs, and even restaurants that appeared legitimate on the surface but were designed to move enormous amounts of untraceable cash. The city's nightlife exploded in the 1980s with clubs in the Loop, Rush Street, and North Side neighborhoods becoming silent partners in the trade, their VIP rooms and back offices functioning as hubs for deals between mob-connected distributors and wealthy clientele who fueled the demand. At the same time, outfit leadership maintained strict control through a rigid hierarchy. Capos supervised distributors, soldiers handled street-level enforcement, and trusted associates oversaw money movement and courier routes. Every decision from which gangs could operate, on which block to how much cocaine entered the market each week, was calculated to maintain stability, prevent chaos, and maximize profit. But the growing influx of cocaine brought growing attention. The FBI and D launched joint operations that targeted Chicago's transportation networks, wiretapped social clubs, and followed the money trail through banks and offshore accounts. These investigations began revealing the outfit's deep role in Midwest drug trafficking, connecting murders, disappearances, and bribery schemes to larger cocaine operations. Still, throughout the 1980s, the outfit retained extraordinary influence because their system was built on decades of experience, controlling labor unions, manipulating businesses, and using their understanding of Chicago's political landscape to stay several steps ahead of law enforcement. Even as cartel-related violence erupted in Miami and New York, Chicago remained comparatively quiet. Because the outfit demanded order, they preferred profit over spectacle, and any sign of chaos was swiftly eliminated before it threatened their empire. By the end of the decade, cocaine had become one of the outfit's most profitable ventures, reshaping their criminal identity and reinforcing their power across Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and the broader Midwest. It was a period defined by shadows and secrets, where drugs moved through the same veins that once carried bootleg whiskey, and where Chicago's most notorious criminal organization adapted to a new era of narcotics with the same cold precision, business-minded ruthlessness, and silent authority that had kept them alive for nearly a century.